for your message or massages. Come in. Come on. I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Namaste, big cat. Come in. Energies, up, up, up. I insist. The planetary energies are. Before I get into that, happy birthday, Aquarius. Happy birthday. Happy solar return. I hope you do the day and the day don't do you. The planetary energies are. After 4 weeks of that Capricorn energy, being focused on your reputation, your public image, and getting great, we're now following the beat of your own drum, darling dear, as we watch slip and slide into Aquarius season, the 11th house, darling dears, the 11th house of hopes and wishes, of groups and friends, possibly frenemies, those scuzz-bucket Klingons with the two faces that you don't know which one to punch when you see their true face. Anyhow, I digressed a little bit, just a little. Aquarius also covers what technology, darling dears? Yes, baby, get it on the internet, not your personal business. Your business, darling dear, your works. Aquarius is also ruled by Uranus, darling dears. Yeah, Uranus, the most unpredictable planet, the rebel of them all, darling dear. The one that goes, what, two of these and one of those, to those that want to what, keep you in a box, darling dears. Big cat, it's time for you to dance to the beat of your own drum. Push yourself outside your comfort zone. I told you many times, and I won't stop telling you because I told you, I'm your best friend, right? I'm your best friend, and kryptonite is what it is, this comfort zone to a big cat. Pwah! Anyhow, pressing on. This can bring new people if you get outside your comfort zone, darling dears. This can bring new people, renew your hope for the future, and allow you to allow your dreams to manifest, darling dears. When the sun shines in Aquarius over the next month, your energy will be innovative and friendly. Notice I put a big on the friendly, darling dears. We've got to be friendly. And not just to the progeny, but the friendliness must always start with self first, darling dears. Don't be your biggest enemy. You've got to live with yourself, blood. Yeah. Be friendly, darling dears, but also be a big cat. And how do you do that? By being unpredictable, darling dear. They don't know what your next move is going to be. They, them, and Tomorrow, we also have a new moon in Aquarius, darling dears. Aquarius is just beating us with it, darling dears. The new moon in Aquarius is going to be gifting you with the strength to make small changes that will make a big difference in your future. And then after that, on Sunday, we're having the Chinese New Year, darling dears. I told you, go and find out what your zodiac sign, your animal zodiac sign is according to the Chinese calendar. All right. Why? Because I said, you are now what? When you come here, you're Jamaican, you're Chinese, and you're British. And I don't want to hear nothing about it. Having a lovely, gorgeous time, darling dear. As I remind you, it's important. It's nice to be important, but it's also important to be nice. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But they will never forget how you made them feel. As we dive in, darling dears, as we dive right in, let me give a quick roll call and see who's here. Big Cat Wave, Oracle 7100, Big Cat Wave. First in the chat, Alexis Holmes, Wagwan. We've also got a new one here. Is this Jane Musgrove? Wagwan, Big J is with us today, darling dears. Glad to see you. Hi. Who else is here? We've got, is it Elena Rivas? Bebe, I like your name. It's easy to say. Fist bump. Who else is here? Is there anyone else? Or I'm going to leave it to a quick namaste for whomsoever I haven't mentioned, because I've got to press on, because I can be such a chatty cat, right? Because I want to talk about kindness, darling dears. People forget to be kindness. Forget to use kindness, darling dears. A kind word. Kindness doesn't always necessarily mean a monetary transaction, darling dear. You can be kind by not participating in gossip, removing yourself from that negative energy, repeating shiznai that you ain't got no business repeating, darling dears. You can be kind by what? Helping somebody carry a bag. You may see them struggling. Maybe you're in the supermarket, like I was the other day. And I saw this lady. She was in the queue behind me, darling dears. And I paid for my groceries, and she had a toy that she was buying for her baby that was sitting in the grocery cart, right? So she asked the price of it, and then she saw the price, and then she put it back down. I couldn't believe it because I could see that she wanted it for her baby, and I just happened to have the Skrilla. You know what I did? I took that toy and went to the self-service till, and I paid for it. I put it in a bag, and I went over to her and I dropped it in her trolley. You know why? Because it made me feel good. It made me feel good. Before she knew what was going on, she saw my cat tail disappearing out the door, darling dear, to go and do whatever I want. Yeah, be kind. Be kind. We are of one blood. Doesn't matter what color your skin is, darling dear. We've got the same blood. And you don't know what circumstances someone is coming off, darling dears. And that kind word or kind gesture could change the trajectory of their life, darling dears. So be kind. Why not? All of the wickedness has already been taken. Fist bump. Let's dive in. Let's get the runestone for today, darling dears. My dancing ballerina, Bonita. Fist bump. Oh, fell off the back end. Baby, look what we have here. We have answers on its face, darling dears. This rune is represented by the ancestors as well as God on the runestones, darling dears, but it's in the reverse. So somebody is what? Malignant, right? Nefarious and full on unkind, darling dear. Somebody who's manipulative, full of the deceit. Why? Because they're bored with their tawdry life, darling dear. They haven't got any more what? Fresh meat. Someone who doesn't actually understand their behaviors to pick on. Baby, don't try and pick on me, mate. I'm a plotter. I spent, 20 or almost 30 years doing research on other people in all of my daytime jobs, darling dear. I will take the time to research you, blood. I would. That's why it's important to be kind, because you don't know whom you are crossing, darling dear. Somebody's a real meanie. Represented by the letter A, the numbers 4, 5, 6, and 7. It also speaks about someone not tapping into their own potentials. So therefore, right, they're using their what? Hillbilly investigations to focus on what you've got going on and not tapping into their own potential. So therefore, their life is what? AstroTurf on layaway, darling dears. All of this and that. They are incapable, darling dear, of releasing the blocked energy. Why? Because they're not realizing that it's an inside job. If they are unsatisfied with their lives, look in the mirror, blood. Look in the mirror. Michael J. told us it starts with the man or the woman in the mirror. Fist bump. Love, darling dears. What do I always say? I love everyone. I trust a few, but I take the time to paddle my own canoe. What's that? Lean on my own understanding. Go within, darling dear. Sometimes I'm closed for spiritual works. I'm telling you, I'm not joking. I'm too busy. As must you be, darling dears, as these wood-looking alfalfas try to take advantage of your kindness, darling dears. We're gonna see what's going on as we go deeper into the read. Yeah. Somebody's up to some shiznai, darling dears. They've been caught, and now we're going to discover what exactly they've been unkind about. Because I just said, it's important to be nice, but it's nice to be important. Somebody who is self-important, darling dear. Ideas of grandiose. And they want to what? If with you, darling dear. You! Yes, big cat, you! They don't like that smile. They want to take the flight out of your tail. They want you to be what? With your face wet with tears and on the rocks of life and struggling with what? The ruminating thoughts of what they done did. I know this, darling dears. I know. Let's carry on, darling dears. We're going to get the witch's oracle intel. Whatever they did, you're keeping your circle tight, darling dears. Somebody tried to take you off your gangster. They didn't know you had a team. It's Rich White Lady season on Keitha, as well as Malkoof, darling dears. Oh, masculine energy, darling dears. It's represented by the Most High Father God, but it's masculine energy on a whole. Somebody who was unkind, or somebody who wants to be manipulating off someone, darling dear. They want to be what? The mind controller, the key in your back to make you feel bad about yourself and what you've got going on. Baby, they are what? Pushing their own energies on you. Who's that? Marie, Wagwan, fist bump. Masculine energy is represented by Mars as well as Aries energy, darling dears. It also speaks about what? Stepping in your authority. Some of you are going to have to get into your masculine energy today, darling dears. To what? Point out that someone is unkind, blood. This is what we're talking about. Somebody's not going to be nice to you today, darling dears. And you are going to be tasked with what? Whether to let them sail on, float on, right? Or what? Face them and take on their karma, take on their bad mood, take that bad energy. Base of the deck, baby. The cups in the reverse. This is someone who is emotionally manipulative. They get their feelings straight from the crevice of the devil's balls. Yes, baby. It's going to be either what? Pennywise son or daughter. Yeah, this isn't fabulous. Don't like it. But we're still going to find out. Somebody who's manipulative, someone who you must immediately kick over that cup of opium and crush it under your flip-flop of common sense. Just because they're being mean doesn't mean that you have to be mean back, darling dear. You have to remember, not every battle must you attend. And some wars are best fought in silence. Silencio! Let's get another deck. Let me get a soul card lined up with this and see what's going on. All right, let's get some deeper insight into... Okay, jump right out. I guess this is the card for us, darling dear. Yes, baby. Because when you are kind, when you remember it's important to be nice, darling dear, the whole world opens up for you abundance. It comes back. What you put out there, darling dears, will surely come back to you. Maybe not in the same fashion or manner that you put it out there, but you will surely get it back. I'm a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Once you remember, it's important to be nice, but it's nice to be important, darling dears. And you have to also remember, many people that are not as abundant as you, they can feel your energy, and they want to be what? I told you, the key in your back, right? They want to be the giver, the bringer of the darkness, darling dears, to stop your gravy train. Remember what I said, what you put out there, you get back. Just because they're unkind, darling dear, doesn't mean you have to be unkind to them. But me personally, I don't like being unkind to people. I like to tell them the truth about themselves. That usually gets them upset. Why do people get upset and hate you? They hate your stinking guts when you tell them the truth about themselves. You're not swearing, you're not shouting, you're just telling them. They don't like it, they'll fight you, and they will get other bottom feeders to join their army of wickedness. I told you. But you have to also remember, when you have a whole group of people ganging up on your gangster, darling dears, it shows how really what? Badass you are, darling dear. It takes a whole team to take you. A whole team has to come to take you down. Now it's got me on my 31 teeth, and that's not good so early in the reading. I told you, I like to preserve my teeth. My dentist doesn't. He wants to take them. What's the matter with him? Listen, let me stop sucking my teeth, yeah? And sip my mocha, because I ain't getting smoked. If you are unkind to me, darling dears, not you, but I mean going out there in the world, sometimes I got the energy, right? And other times I just laugh in their face, because they don't know who they're dealing with. I just laugh at them. And that usually makes them even more madder. Imagine that. But they can't put their hands on me. I told you I've got 3 go-to moves. I can laugh if I want to. Yeah. And it also speaks about doubt. Somebody wants to put the doubt into your mind, darling dears. They want you to doubt your ability to what? Bend the matrix and stand up again. Stand in your authority, darling dears. Make the right decisions in your own life. But you also have the doubting Thomases that want to what? Put that bleed that negativity into your life. Remember, everyone laughed at Noah until it started to rain, darling dears. This is why what? It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. If they'd been nicer to Noah, maybe he would have found somewhere to fit them in next to the giraffes. Yeah, but they was too busy laughing until it started to rain. The doubt says, I release the need to know all the answers. You don't need to know why someone is wicked. You don't need to know why someone is a back front neck tabber. You need to understand that they can't do it to you again, darling dear. Stay far from them. Just let them show you their face one time, darling dear. You don't want the what? Wiki, dub plate remix of whatever wickedness, right? They've got on them. Manipulating and nefarious. Right. Let's carry on, darling dears. Let's get a deck. I want to get a deck that I haven't used in a while. So if I'm not careful, I'll do the rinse and repeat of the same ones all of the time. I've got so many decks here, and now all of them are confusing me. How about that? We're going to use the playing cards. Sorted it right out. The energy right now. Thank you very much. Oh, we've got the 7 of Wands as well as the 8 of Cups, darling dears. The numbers run to a 15. The 15 is what? The devil card in tarot, darling dears. The 8 of Cups is about moving on from a negative situation, right? The 8 of Wands is about 8 of Clubs or Wands is about you what? Blocking out that energy, not taking on what was did to you, darling dears. Don't worry, I'm going to look a bit deeper in a minute. Let's just get the cards out first. Past energy. Past energy. You had to block some kind of situation, stand your ground, darling dear. We have what? We have the Jack of Spades, darling dears. This is represented by the Page of Swords, darling dears. Somebody who is what? Childish and what a flagrant gossip. Base of the deck. We've also got what? The Page. Pwah! 2 pages, darling dears. It's being crossed by the Page of Wands or the Page of Clubs, darling dears. This person is what? An avid gossip, darling dear. They like to what? Talk about what's going on in someone else's garden in order to deflect what's going on in their own. Let me see about recent past. Recent past. Oh, 8 of Spades, darling dears. This is the 8 of Swords. This is about being what? Mentally entrapped. It also speaks about what? Maybe spiritual prison. Or somebody was actually in prison, darling dears. It also speaks about somebody who can't think for themselves. They need the energy of others, darling dears, to tell them what to think and what to do. This is a crowd pleaser, darling dears. Who is what? A flagrant gossip. And always running with someone else's business. What's beneath the big cat at this moment in time? What's beneath you? Oh, we've got the 8 of Diamonds, darling dears. This is represented by what? The 8 of Pentacles. As I said, we have stepped into Aquarius energy where unpredictable things are about to happen to you, darling dears. It also speaks about some level of achievement. Something that you feel that you're not going to achieve within the next 4 weeks, but you with the energy of Aquarius, darling dears, this speaks about success in all areas. And we have 888 on the tableau, darling dears. Anytime you see 3 8s, it talks about what? Your long-term goals, darling dears. Someone that long-term goals, but all of this negativity on the tableau as well. Long-term goals that you had with someone. So it was somebody that was in your life for a certain amount of time, darling dears. Long enough for them to be what? Old and worn out, shady and dusty, darling dears. What's currently above you? That's a lot of cards. I'm not taking them. I don't like when I'll take the one that touched the 8, but I'm not taking all the others. Right? It's trying to give me a heart attack. We've got the 8, the Queen of Wands, darling dears. The Queen of Wands is somebody who could be a Jezebel spirit, because when we're reading off the playing cards, darling dears, it's either up or down. This is somebody who uses their womanly wiles or manly wiles to get what they want out of a situation. Yes, they look good, darling dear, but so does the devil himself, darling dears. What we also have to understand, darling dears, is also about you using your intuition, and it's also with the Queen of Wands, natural born speaker. This is about you speaking your truth in a situation where somebody is trying to hoodwink you or hoodwinked you in the past. They try to make you bring doubt into your own mind, but Divine wants you to balance it out. Because why? They're blame shifting and mean. They're blaming their own tawdry life on you, darling dears. Energy around the big cat at this moment in time. Look, you've got a joker on its face. This is represented by the Fool in tarot, darling dears. In the reverse, somebody who's going through the rinse and repeat of negative cycles. They're putting a lot of negative energies to you. They're blaming you for the situation that they find themselves in. It was their hot mouth, right? They're arguing and fighting, the gossiping, darling dear. The Page is immature energy. Let me just cut my fan on. 1 minute it's cold in here, next minute it's like Siberia. We're going to clarify these cards in a minute. What's this? Look, I'm not going to show you because it's outrageous. The cards are having a laugh. Energies outside of yourself, darling dears. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. Or the 9 of Diamonds. This speaks about what? Staying away from drama. Focusing on your own garden, darling dears. They see that you're minding your own biz naive. Somebody wants to come and interrupt your peace, darling dears. We'll look into it in a minute. They want to come and interrupt the big cat. Are they mad? They want you to cast your pearls before a swinehood. Oh, good golly and gosh. In your hopes we have what? The Ace of Swords or the Ace of Spades, darling dears. This speaks about what? Spiritual downloads. It also speaks about a new beginning, but it also speaks about clarity, darling dears, as well as what? Speaking your truth in a situation. You're going to get some kind of download or some kind of being pipped at the post, darling dears. Listen to your intuition when it comes to certain energies that are approaching you today, darling dears. They want to take you out of your kind, godly space. When you become a reader, darling dears, you can read everything. You can read how the raindrops go down the window. You take a sign from how a flower fell off the tree. I just saw a magpie fly past my window. And yesterday when I was sitting in here, I looked up and I saw 2 green birds flying towards me, getting into the trees outside. I was thinking green birds. I was like, wow. And then I went and found out what it was. It was green finches, right? Because they had like a yellow and a blue bit on their tails. I haven't seen that, not in this deep winter. It was also a message of abundance and good health. Final outcome. Oh, good golly and gosh. We have what? The Page of Cups. Somebody would like to make a bull swanky apology. You may have as much as 3 progeny involved in this situation. Yeah. Somebody, but this person is trying to upset your plans. They want to upset something that's going on in your life, darling dear. Somebody possibly gave you what? Misophonia. You can't bear to see them blinking or breathing, or pissanphobia. They gave you don't trust energy vibe or syndrome. Let's look a bit deeper. Let me get a deck of a tarot deck. Let's get a deck. I'm going to use the gold deck. A situation that you had to overcome and stand your ground in, darling dears. Let me give it a good shifty. People forget how important it is to be. You don't know what kind of crisis somebody's going through, darling dears. You really don't. It fell all the way into India. Here it is. We've got the Page of Cups in the reverse, darling dear. Seven of Wands, whoever you blocked out, darling dear. This person was disingenuous. This is someone who is emotionally manipulative. Now we have what? 4 pages on the tableau, darling dears. It talks about your guaranteed success. Blocking out that energy. Not allowing that energy to what? To make you forget. What? To be kind. To be nice to others, darling dears. Somebody who wanted you to stop your ship to stop sailing, or for you to not have the energy to pay it forward. This person is also a liar and a thief. This is why your block game must be for the gods, darling dears. Continue to stand your ground in a situation. We've also got the 8 of Cups. This is somebody who you had to get over emotionally, or you will have a very hard time getting over if you allow them back into your energy. Right? Let's get some quick names on the table before we press. Let's see the difference. Let me get some letters out. Oh, one fell right in my lap. This is Isa. Listen, it's also represented by the Hermit. Everything's a sign in my readings. Represented by the letter K, I, and C. To isolate yourself from the skullduggerous. Somebody's going to try and betray you, darling dear. To your face, right up in your corner, in your kitchen, to your face. Disingenuous, darling dear, and a liar to boot, a skin-peeling liar. Right? We've also got what? The Wheel of Fortune. This is Jera, the letter J. We also have what? Come on, Ewas. This is Temperance, represented by the letter Y. Oh, and we have Ingus. This is oh my gosh, Emperor Energy, represented by the letters N and G. Right. A lying hoodwinker is on your hemisphere, darling dears. Whether what? A family member, a friend, or a work colleague, darling dears. Someone is about to tell you, they're going to tell you a porcupine, darling dears, and try and turn you into a dummy bat. My mother always told me it takes one fool to make many fools. Don't be one of the many, big cat. Use your discernment, because clarity and truth, you'll know what's being told to you, whether it's a truth teller or an effing skin-peeling liar that's trying to take you down the garden path, mate. We don't like going down the garden path. Bestie, we don't want that to take us down the garden path, especially if that path leads to a mud hut. This person is a liar. And again, 7 of Clubs. Stand your ground, darling dears, and speak your truth in a situation, because this is going to get into an emotional situation, darling dears. We've got the hearts on the hearts. This goes to the 9 of Cups. It speaks about somebody that wants to take the joy, the abundance of joy. Maybe you're happy with your life, darling dear. Getting on with your day, minding your own business, right? And someone doesn't like the way I don't know, they don't like the way you're going on, darling dear. They don't like the flight in your tail. They want you to be flightless, like a dodo, and possibly even extinct, like a dodo. This person is not nice. Base of the deck. What did I say? I've just called the 9 of Cups, and here it is. Somebody wants you to be what? Unhappy today. They want to control your emotionals and get a hold of your psychological password. So be on the alert, darling dears. Be on the alert. Let's talk about this backstabber, this hot gossip. This one, listen, right? They knew what they was doing. If you've been stabbed in your back or about to be stabbed in your back today, or somebody's going to be what? A back, front, neck, tabber, darling dears. They go for the jugular, don't you know? They will be doing it off clear mind, darling dears. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're doing it deliberately to harm and hurt you by word or deed. Remember, I told you that. Why would they want to do that? You mind your own business. Mind your own business in your tight circle. What's the matter with them? They're weird. They want to do it right because it's justified to them, darling dear. They see it as justice. Hold on a minute. Why would they be justified to try and what? Upset a big cat, right? Why do they think it's justified? These cards coming out because they've always been what? In toxic paradigms. They've been wounded in the past. And it's still a problem for them, darling dears. So this is somebody transferring their own emotionals onto you, darling dears. This is also past energy, or energies that you're going to have to put in the past, darling dears, in order to have your happy, happy life, in order to use the energy of the Aquarius, darling dears, to what? Get your wishes and dreams, right? On the go, darling dear. Somebody who's been through a situation and they haven't got it, they're still carrying that negative energy of toxic situations and want to come bleed it into your life, darling dear. We had the Eight of Swords at the recent past. Look, Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords, Eight of Spades. They're definitely trapped in their mind, darling dear, about something that happened to them in the past. This could be feminine energy, because the Three of Cups does represent feminine energy, but it's also toxic, darling dears, and it could also represent a throuple. Something that happened to them. Clarify the Eight of Spades, please. The cards are not behaving today, darling dears, and I don't like when they do the vomiting and the diarrhea just jumping out on me. They want you to be in your mind, darling dears. They want to steal some of your happiness today, take you off your gangster, right? They want you to be unhappy in your cranium, darling dears. Why? Because they're not happy. This is the King of Pentacles. On its face, a full-on narc. This is someone who has not seen an exorcist, a psychologist, or a psychiatrist, darling dears. This is somebody who gambled in something in their life and possibly lost, or maybe they are an actual gambler and they need to give it up because they're not good at it, darling dear. Because every idea they got is fucked. They haven't got what they wanted, darling dears. This is why they're upset and they want to come bleed that energy all over to you. The King of Pentacles on its face, darling dear, is somebody who's disgruntled. It could represent somebody over the age of 35, or somebody someone who's old enough should be old enough to know better, blood. They haven't seen the memo that it's important to be nice, right? Because you don't know who you're going to cross, especially if it's a big cat. Who's got nothing but time to what? Track you with their eyes, right? Plan, plot, and strategize. Yes, baby, to get away from you and to give them back their energy. And sometimes that energy is in what? Silencio, big cat. They want to dry you out. Don't let them do it. They're coming from a dark place, and they're full of toxicity to the brim, darling dear, to the brim. This is a success you need to draw towards you, darling dear. As I told you, the energy of the Aquarius, right, is also ruled by Uranus. This is tasking you with to do something out of the box. You weren't born to what? Be inside the box. You're supposed to break out and be different. Not about you conforming to what's going on. Eight of Pentacles in order to get your wish fulfillment. What is it that big cat needs to do? Oh, look. Don't get involved with this person. Read the energy. Read the room, big cat. Your intuition should be buffed up to a bitchin' shine at this stage of the game. Read the room. This person is negative, right? And it also speaks about, it could even be a past energy, darling dears. Somebody who had an authority in your life. This person was two-faced. The face they showed you was not true. Their true intentions for you, darling dears. And this, on top of the Eight of Pentacles, somebody that was jealous of your success, or they knew what your future potential was to be, darling dears. This is someone who wanted to clip your tails. They wanted you to be a thumber. They wanted you to be crying into your fist, or possibly barking at passing cars. Lots of messages coming up today, darling dears. Ace of the deck. Don't allow them in, darling dears. Heartbreak, you've already been betrayed so many times. But you have to remember, as a big cat, we have to forgive them. Why? Because we have to call judgment upon them blood clot. I told you, sometimes you've got to involve the point A and point B. In Keitha, darling dears. Yes, I know it's tatty, but we use it often, darling dears. We use this often, right? Someone who would love to betray or possibly betrayed you in the past. This is because you hold the energy of the Eight of Pentacles. Success, a new business, a new job. You've got it in your cranium. This is higher studies, but something is being drawn to you. Someone don't like it, darling dears, because they want you to be like this, still at hockey sticks at dawn, on the rocks of life, darling dear. Should have been a boss, an authority in your life. This could be a husband, it could be a partner. It could be a wife because you know gender is fluid, but it's somebody that was a major influence in your life, that was a skin peeling liar, that did not like to see you. If you went around them happy, they made sure that they turned your frown all the way around, darling dear. They turned your smile into a frown, and they weren't sorry, blood. They're not sorry, right? This creature from the backwoods with yarn for hair, base of the deck, they better find that they'll get no work out of you and no joy from the situation. If this person tries to draw you out today, darling dears, don't invest in it. Look, skin peeling liar. We already saw it with the Page of Swords, right? Someone who's lying, and it's also jealous and mean. And Sword speaks about Sputnik, a hillbilly investigations that was launched on you. You're right. They're weird. They're weird. They're weirdos. And they're stupid. They don't understand when a chosen one is amongst them. But they're going to find out today. They're going to learn today. Hey. But you have to master your emotions, big cat. Because if you allow someone to be in control of your emotions, they're your king. Give up everything. They're your king. They can get you to do whatever they want because they've got control of your emotionals. This is why I tell you, big cat, emotional maturity is at the utmost. It's the most important thing. As I sip my mocha, because I ain't getting smoked. Base of the deck, darling dear. Let them be what? Redundant. Leave them out there in the cold, darling dear. Whomsoever is going to try and take you out of your happy, God-given happiness, right? And getting your gangster and getting great on today, darling dears. I told you, the Aquarius energy is tasking you with what? To do something outside of your comfort zone. One little thing, darling dear, which your future self is going to thank you for. Make this person be what? Be made homeless. Or what? Whatever they're trying to seek and take out of you today, darling dears, don't allow it to happen. This is how they feel inside, darling dears. Left out, sad, mean, and they haven't got any money. They don't have no Skrilla.com. King of Pentacles. This is Six of Pentacles. A breadcrumber if ever I saw one. Don't let them offer you any crumbs, darling dears. We don't want crumbs. Clarify this Queen of Wands. What did I say? I did call it. I said it was a Jezebel spirit, darling dear. Somebody who has addictions or addictive behavior. It also speaks about somebody who uses their wiles to get what they want. They're probably going to want to use their... They're not going to be unattractive, they're going to look good, right? But it's not about the exterior. We've learned about the exterior. You could have a lovely exterior and be black-hearted and mean, darling dear. Plotting, right? And scandalous, really scandalous, doing some really, really wicked, awful, pernicious things to you, darling dears. Could be feminine energy. The devil energy also speaks about what addictions or addictive behavior. You're going to have to choose wisely in this situation, darling dear. The decision is yours. Whether you're going to allow yourself to be drawn in to something that's below your spiritual pay grade, or you're going to give what? Give them nothing. Pay them dust, darling dear. So why does Folio want to come and get on your nerves? Why? Why would they be picking on you? Always falling on the floor. Look. Because nothing's going on with them. Somebody wants to give you some of their what? Generational curses, darling dears. I told you, they're money not right. They're brock pocketers, darling dear. They've got no human kindness within them. They didn't read the memo that it's important. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. This is somebody who's not got niceness in their own family, right? It was a family of flipping jokers, mate. A full-on circus that you didn't get they never asked you to be the ringmaster. They didn't. It's not your monkey or monkeys and not your circus. It may even be what? A family member. Because this is a family on the card that tries to what? Take the piss. No, they're not going to take the piss. They're going to come through and try to take a shit in your life. Big cat. Really, big cat? Really, big cat, at this stage of the game, when we've decided to what? Lead with the quick communicative dance of two of these and one of those and a quick one of that. Don't allow this family member to take over your cranium. Are you mad? They're coming from a dark, dismal place of the rinse and repeat of a negative cycle. And they want you to be their cohort in their handbasket to hell. Don't let them take you off your gangster. Let me turn off the fan because it keeps knocking over the cards. Don't let them take you for gangster. This unemotional. This person is a. If we was playing a video game, they'd be what? A NPC, a non-player character. They have no soul, darling dears. They are soulless and blame shifting and mean, and they're not happy with this life. This is a family member, darling dears, whose real name is what? Folio. Folio! Leave Folio alone! Folio wants something to play with. Tell him to go and play in traffic. That's the only advice you can give them, darling dears. You've got nothing else to say. Give them the clarity of the situation that you are not one to be played with. You're not. There is definitely smokeation indicated, darling dears. But you have to remember, when these things come up, it's a test. It's a test of your gangster. You are a divine child, prototype of your lineage, chosen to break generational curses and move forward. You think you're not going to be tested every step of the way? You will be tested. But if you've done your shadow work, your gangster will not be what? Taken from you, darling dear. Tricked from you. They want to trick you out of your abundance. I'm also hearing somebody's having an issue with getting a job. Let me split the deck. Wheel of Fortune. You need to keep carrying on, darling dears. And the Wheel of Fortune also speaks about change. Maybe you're trying to look for a job in the wrong profession. You need to look into a position that is going to be filling up your heart. Something that's going to bring you joy. Try something else, darling dears. Sometimes you're going after something that's not for you. Right, let's carry on. What's this Nine of Pentacles here? Nine of Pentacles in the upright means mind your own effing business, drama free, focusing on the big bird of your common sense, your higher mind. It also speaks about you getting your money together, darling dears, leaning into your independence. Somebody don't like it. Someone don't like it. But they must learn to love it. You're not going to change. They need to go back to their master, the devil, and say that you're not going to change. They don't like that you're drama free, minding your own business, right? They think you're an easy talk, a mark. What did I say? Moon energy, a betraying betrayer, somebody who is a frenemy, darling dear. A back front neck tabbing snake. Yeah. They want to take your joy and interrupt your peace. Peace which can't be bought or bartered, darling dears. The moon card represents Pisces as well as Cancer energy, darling dears. And it's somebody who is what? I told you they're a flagrant gossip, darling dears. And their words are spells, darling dears. And it's possibly even somebody coming to tell you someone else's business because they see you minding. This is what I don't like, right? When I have to go into my office, right? I've been minding my own business. Not my office here, I mean my office, my day job. When I have to go in, I'll go in, right? And I've decided I don't talk to none of these punks here, right? Because they're full of shit, right? And because of the environment that I work in, when I retire, I'm going to tell you what I do as a day job, right? It's a very depressing environment because the people that we have to deal with, they're going through all of their stresses, right? And they're trying to, I can't even talk about it properly. I can't even tell you what my day job is. It's that important. I can't tell you, but the people are going through stress, right? The staff are going through stress. It's all bureaucracy. Bureaucracy, right? Because it's like they're like arachnophobia, darling dears. It's like a hive of wickedness. No, I don't enjoy it there. I don't. But anyway, as a big cat, you have to get to the bag. I told you, multiple streams of income. Never you let go of another income in order to what? Going just to what? Appease your mind. You must know how to what? Lock down your energy. They can't take it. But this is a liar, darling dears, a spell casting liar and a flagrant gossip who's going nowhere, who's got the karma on them. And I said it could be a family member as well, or it could be a group of people, darling dears. Pay attention. And all of their name is what? Folio. Folio, fuck off. That's their last name. Pay attention, big cat. Don't let nobody hoodwink you, yeah? What did I just say? Release the challenge. Give it to God. Because they're not nice. They're not. What's this? It's the truth roof. Listen to your spiritual higher self, darling dears. This also speaks about what? Someone possibly being jealous of your potential. The fact that you're feeling motivated. I told you the Aquarius energy is going to get you on your gangster. But you have to take the time to find out what it is that you really want. Once you know what you truly want on this Mount Proof, darling dears, as a soldier for the light, as the one that's doing the right thing, as the what generational curse breaker, darling dears, divine will gift it onto you. But you have to be sure in what you want. But in how do you show that sureness? By working towards it, putting your back into it, because what faith without works is dead. Dodo dead. The Ace of Wands also speaks about it could speak about an SEX element. It could be somebody that's secretly on the down low. What? They fancy you, darling dear. Yes, 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 yes. They'd like to see you in all sorts of positions, right? Listen. It just made my mouth feel watery. How dare they? They can think what they like in their mind, but they better not come and tell you, big cat, because you're not having it. You don't want to force their what? Sexual advances from Folio, who's got the bad luck on them, who's an effing liar. This person has got a, what is it? What do they call them? They've got a herd mentality, darling dears. Yes, they have the strength of others, and this person likes to talk, and they're loose of lip. You better think about it before you offer up anything to this person. Me personally, I told you, when I meet someone, right, whether for a friend or whatever, I just want to know what day you're born on, blood. What is the numeral for the date for you was born, blood? Because I can get so much. I don't even need the whole date of birth. I told you I'm into numerology, mate. I'll have you tagged, 2 tagged, darling dear. Before you know what's going on. Because you have to see my shapely back hip disappearing over the hemisphere. Because I ain't getting smoked. This is definitely a sexual advance, darling dears. You better leave them where they are. This tusty bastardo. I said tusty, and they're a bastardo, and they will be, because they're blame shifting and mean, and they've got the karmas on them. You better cut their flight short, darling dear. 8 of Wands on its face. Clarity, darling dears. Clarity. This person is going to be nice, right? But in the background, they're mean. Find out what day is their birthday. When's your birthday? Just ask that. You don't need to know the year. And then you get down and get great. I told you, we are keyboard gangsters. At this stage of the game, we're not getting hoodwinked by those that have no emotional control, darling dears. Those that don't know how to control their emotions, right? There's no maturity around it, darling dears. So it'll be popping off, right? And all of this one's energy is somebody that likes to argue, right? Right on top of the moon, right? They don't have to wait for a full moon to get freaky on you, darling dears. This person will freak out at the drop of a hat, and they come through with a 2-piece, and not from the KFC, darling dear. You'll have the panda bear eye, right? You'll have the panda bear eye for Valentine's Day. That'll be your gift. Your gift will be, you'll be bloody lucky if you can see out your eyes. This person is a fighter, and they've got a lot of fight for you, darling dear. They've got the strength for it. Single and independent, yeah? Single and independent. Don't give up your independence so quickly, darling dears, because not everybody's nice. Lots of messages on the tableau today. What is this the Ace of Spades about? Yeah, clarity, blood. See things from a different perspective. Your energy is rare, darling dears, because fake is everywhere. See yourself as how the Most High would see you. Right? See yourself like that, darling dear. You are a child of God. Your head is highlighted. Your futuristic thinking, darling dears, and you lead by the truth roof. Tell yourself a truth in a situation, because if somebody's coming up to you, these panhandlers, right? They want to panhandle fuck shit on you, darling dears. Remember, you are ibex. If there's a crack, you don't fall back, and if that crack is going to lead you away from them, you take it, darling dears. Right? Yeah. The truth roof, darling dear. Bring clarity to the situation. If somebody comes along to you to over compliment you, all of a sudden they're friendly out of nowhere, darling dears, it's called love bombing, and it's called trauma, and you don't want to go through those things, blood. Because I'm telling you, if you've been in a traumatic relationship or a family dynamic, yeah, you get over it. But sometimes when you're minding your own business, it even happens to me. The PTSD. I've been minding my own business, right? Doing my whole heap of studying because I love to read a book. I'm a budding Egyptologist. I love the numerology. You know I love tarot, right? I love astrology. There's so many things I love. But sometimes my skullduggerous conscious mind will remind me of something that someone did, and it makes me catch my breath. And what do I do to get out of that situation? I go and look. I go to the mirror, blood. Yeah, and I've got the jazz hands, right? my left hand, right? It can just, I'll be thinking, listen, it will snatch off and it will smack the shit out of myself before my right hand can stop it. I take myself to the mirror and I have my come to Jesus moment. Especially if my left hand is what? Handy. It's just out there. I'll just leave my left hand floating next to me while I'm in the mirror. Next thing you know, my cheeks have been well and truly smacked. And I don't have that. The PTSD's gone, darling. It's gone. Yeah. This is why they're saying the left hand don't know what the right hand's doing. Yeah, that's why that saying is there. The right hand don't know what the left hand's going to do to you. Because if you go around this person or allow this wicked, pernicious energy that's got a plan for you, and none of those plans are fabulous, right? If you forget that you are the red light, green light champion, as am I, of 79, right? Yeah, quite as it's kept. If you forget, because the hangman represents prison or the hospital. If you fancy going there today, darling, you involve yourself with this person who has a hot temper, right? And they don't even wait for the full moon to get fancy with it. You'll be sorry. All of this one's energy, and this is somebody that likes to what? Make up with the sex after they've done you bad. Good God, it'd feel like grape. Who wants to be? Listen, single and independent, yeah? Nothing wrong with walking on your own, yeah? Watering your own grass, yeah? Building up yourself, yeah? Because the 9 of diamonds, right, goes up to what? The Queen of P, and then straight onto the Empress. Somebody that wants to block your blessings. I know it's important to be nice, but not everybody deserves that she's naive. Have this enlightening moment, darling dears. Have it. You said 72. Slim Jim, you know 72 is my lucky number, the 7 and the 2 in numerology. Yes, it is. Thank you for putting that up there. Something lucky is going to happen for me today, darling dears. But I can't tell you about it. Why? Because we move in silence, blood. I told you, we shut up. We tell no one nothing until it's happened. And even then, just a little bit of info. You have to be careful who you tell certain things to, because their life space is not the same as yours. And they're skullduggerous to their cause, darling dears. Somebody that doesn't like the fact you're able to be abundant on your own. This could be a new home, job, car, career, whatever it is, darling dear. You got it going on, blood. You've got it going on. What's this? Slim Jim saying it's the year of the rat. Is it the year of the rat? Listen, you're getting me confused now. Isn't it the year of the... I don't even know what 2022 is. What year was it? I know that it'd be the year of the water rat, the water rabbit. And I know that in 2023, under the Chinese astrology, with the year of the water rabbit, it's going to be a good year for the pig and for the goat and possibly the rat. And if you're a rooster, you're fucked. Listen, I didn't make this up, right? And I don't mean to be mean, but there's ways you can get around be fucking yourself if you're a rooster. There is. Say, well, what is it, Kate? Well, I'm not telling you. I told you. If you want it, get a personal, darling dears. This is a collective reading. Everybody gets it. Everybody has a bad time in the Chinese New Year. It just happens to be the rooster's time. Yeah, the chicken head time. Now, I'm not calling you a chicken head. I'm not. I told you we're besties. But I'm here to give you that come to Jesus moment, right? And we've got the Ace of Swords. I speaks the truth, roof. Pinkies up. I told you this. Whoever's trying to clip your wings, don't let them. Because you have to remember, you will forget what they said. You will forget what they did, but you won't forget how it made you feel. And no matter how strong you are, darling dears, even me, as I said, sometimes the PTSD, right? My skullduggerous conscious mind will chuck up something back, and it'll make me catch my breath. But then, as I said, I take myself to the mirror and I leave my jazz hand floating. Yeah, I will slap my cheeks red raw. before I go down that dark path too fast, I will catch myself. We've got the Page of Cups, a disingenuous cup, darling. Listen, a Page of Cups is somebody who is emotionally immature, right? And because this is a card, you don't know whether they're coming with the truth or a lie, right? What does this Page of Cups want with you? Let's see. What does the Page of Cups want with the big cat? I feel like I need to spin the deck again, right? Because it's gonna, listen, it might give me one of my heads. You know when you get that headache, listen. The kind of headache that makes me go like this with my glasses. I've got to rip them off, right? Because I want to see nothing, right? Because I told you I can't see nothing when I don't have my spectacles of truth on. Yeah. And then, you know what, Big Cat, before we do draw the last card, right? The children have had this awful cold. Their throats and everything, and every time they came around me, right, I've got my red onions peeled all around my room. I've given them the onions, right, and I've got onions in my sock. 2 days ago, Karma Moore came into my office straight after school, and as she opened the door to my office, what is this? You come in here with disease. You come to give me disease. She's like, no, mommy, I didn't mean it. It's me, you did. You could have coughed in the hallway. You could have held your breath. She's like, you want to listen. You see the thing is, right, Big Cat. My progeny's got the same sense of humor as me. So when I say something, I get the back end of what I would have said to them. Right? I want no mirror image, right? Because you come on me with disease, and now my nose is running like a river. Right? I've got to get myself to some red onion stat. And then the wickedest thing, she used the last onion, right? So now I've got to go in my chariot of righteousness and go and get onions, right? And now I've got, listen, if this is the only problem that I've got for the whole of 2023, I'm blessed. And this is what I'm trying to make you realize, darling dears. Your life is free at this moment in time. You are free to do whatever you want, to call in whatever you want. Use the energy of the Aquarius, darling dear. The Aquarius new moon that's coming in tomorrow, as well as the Aquarius season that we're in, to be unpredictable, to kick your way out of the box, right? That you're in. You can have anything you want, but you have to believe in yourself, darling dears. What's this page? Is the Page of Cups going to be really skullduggerous? Is this really going to show us their energy? Let's see. What's Page of Cups? Right? Because my eyes are slitty right about now. Not having it. Listen, she came in here and coughed disease on me, blood. It's Folio. I told you. It's Folio. Folio's coming to what? Be disingenuous, darling dear. Take you down the dark path. Lead you onto the rocks of life. Be on the alert. Be on the alert. Good God, what did I say? You better not drink that cup of opium. You'll be sorry. Yeah, if you allow what? The T-Rex arms with the trippy talker waist, right? Someone who has to really, they need to cut this shiznai up. We're fed up of it. We're tired of it. And we don't want to go to prison like R. Kelly, right? Why don't they leave this hoodwinking behaviors behind somewhere else for someone who can take it? Some dummy back. Can't they find another dummy back? What's the matter with Folio? Why does Folio, hasn't Folio got a partner? Hasn't they got, they've invested in someone. 7 of Pentacles, they've got someone, right? What's the matter with their partner? Isn't their Futumo Panani any good? You need to get the telephone number for their partner and tell them they're not doing their job. Folio is still getting out in the public and trying to do wickedness, right? Listen. Folio is wicked, right? Oh! Emotional manipulator, king size, darling dear. So they're a master of wickedness, darling dear. Be on the alert, Big Cat. I will hold it down in the UK for you. Yes? Because no one's taking the piss with me. I'm leaving my house, right, in the next 60 minutes to get into my chariot of righteousness to get my red onions. Because I told you, Karma Moore coughed. She opened my office door, blood. It did occur to me to punch her in her throat and take her down to the ground, but I can't do that. I told you got to be friendly with the progeny. You're going to get old one day. And if you're wicked to your progeny, you're going to end up like that man in that film. What's his name? Tyler Perry film. Right? Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Being punched up. Listen. Listen. No, you've got to be friendly to them. But this folio that wants to come and offer you a cup of fuck shit blood, possibly arguments, emotionally manipulative, right? The king of the hoodwinkers and bamboozlers. It could be male or female. They want to come offload something on your niceness, darling dears. They've forgotten that it's important to be nice. Or maybe they never got the memo, darling dears. You better back them off like a dirty shirt, darling dears. Don't cast your pearls before this swinehood. You'll be sorry. And you'll be off to take you to... Listen, if you dare tell me that this has happened to you today after I've warned you, I practically want twerk to tell you to leave them alone, right? I'm practically twerking here, right? If I've just told you that you still allow yourself to be hoodwinked at this stage of the game, big cat, you better not send me a Gmail. Hit me up in the comments so all of us big cats can read it together. Why must I read that alone? I'm afraid. Listen, this is the king of the hoodwinkers. You'll be sorry. Don't get involved. Emotional energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They like to be in their feelings. In their feelings about everything, darling. They're somebody who has not been able to offload some kind of hoodwincation because it's right next to the devil card. Maybe they was whelped at the feet of the devil that called themselves mother or father. I don't know. Cancer also represents what? Mother energy. So it's mother energy. Their mother was a narcissist, darling dear. So they hate women. Or they hate men because, gender is fluid and everybody chooses what sexuality they want to be in. But I'm not going... There's a lot of explaining to do, darling. I'm not explaining everything. I can't. You need to listen. If you want the flight to be taken out of your tail, if you want to never have anything new and lovely, fabulous and gorgeous going on in your life, darling dear, take up their charming words, right? Because you'll be at Guantanamo Bay before you know it. Your hairline. Just forget about your hairline, blood. You don't even bother wait for the reverse friar tuck. Just shave that bitch off right now. Shave it off. And while you're shaving it off, make sure that you shave it pitchy patchy, right? In light of what's coming for you. If you allow yourself to be drawn into this shiznai today, darling dears. Just shave them bitches off. You don't need them. And make sure it looks patchy. Yeah. What else? The king of the hoodwinkers. Right next to the devil card, right? Look, the devil card, who knows what they're doing, right? And it's the Jezebel spirit. So they look good, darling dears. But the devil looked good. Wasn't he God's favorite angel? What's that? Who's that? Shannon Vitrano says G.I. Jane. Listen, we ain't talking about G.I. Jane. Did you remember what Will Smith did to Chris Rock? He boxed him in his face in front of billions of people, right? Had the Oscars, right? Listen, I don't talk about G.I. Jane, and I'm not talking about Will Smith's motherfucking wife either, right? I'm not, because I told you I'm not 100%. Karma came and coughed a disease on me. I've got to get to the red onions. Listen, I better stop laughing, mate. I need to stop laughing. This person's got bad luck on them, mate. They got bad karmas all over them and they want a victim to share in it. Baby, don't fall for the hoodwinking because they're going to be so charming. Where's that thing gone? The Page of Cups is gone. Did I take it up? Did it? It's hiding, darling dears. What happened to the Page of Cups? Did you take it, big cat? And I can't find it. It was right here. Hold on a minute. Let me have a quick look. Where's it gone? The Page of Cups is really gone, darling dears. I don't know where it is. Oh. Here it is. Yeah, but yeah, it was there all along. Yes, it was there all along. I was looking for the Page of Cups on the tarot card. No, stop telling me off. It was there all along, so it shows their behavior, darling dears. What you see is not what you're going to get. I told you, it's the king of the manipulators, darling dears. Somebody who is blame-shifting and mean. And before you know it, you'll be a thumber, right, on the eggshells of life. I told you, be on the alert, darling dear. And they've got a partner in the background, right, who is the biggest jackass of them all. This person, whoever their partner is, their panani or their futomi is not good because this person is still allowed to go out into public and do the devilish work. You'll be sorry, mate. You'll be sorry. If you involve yourself in that situation, this is sadness, loss, darling dear. And it's also about regret. You'll be right up there, not with regret, because you're not a hoodwink, you're a big cat. You'll be right there with the remorse, darling dears. Don't do it, big cat. Pay attention and understand that you are a child of divine. You broke many generational curses to get to where you are right now. You may not think you've not made any big leaps or big steps, but you have. Your ancestors are what high-fiving each other in Keitha for the efforts you made to what breakout of generational paradigms that would have had yours as a dummy back for air. Wasting your life on this Malkoof. Listening, dancing to the beat of their own drum. Well, guess what? We're in Aquarius season now, darling dears, where you dance to the beat of your own drum. And your drum says what? Avoid folio. Right. Let's move on some more. Let's get another deck and see what's going on. Should we use the Romance Angel cards? No, we use the Wellness deck. Yeah. Give it a quick shufty and see what's going on. What time is it? Big cat, we're already at the 65. Why didn't you tell me? You could have said, Kay, stop it. Right. What about, some of that you shouldn't talk. You see how the cards was hard to get. Read the energy, big cat. Read the energy. Right, what's this? Not enough, right? Frustrated in their relationship, right? They've got a lack of confidence because you know these people that are insecure, they're just coming around you to bring you down, big cat. They've got the self-sabotage, right? They're in their ego and they're jealous. Big cat, you will never be enough, and they'll make sure that you know all about it, that you're not enough. Right? What's this? Kisses in the reverse. Listen, you don't want them to kiss you. You'd be kissing a frog and it's still a frog. And then you'll have what? The herpes on your mouth. Yeah, that's what a code sore is. The herpes, darling dears. God alone knows what they were sucking on before they came to you and they want to kiss you. Big cat. Come on, babe. Leave Folio alone. Folio's cup is full of fucking ease, blood. Pay attention to the vibe. What else do we need? There, you'll never be enough for them, big cat. Not today, Satan. And look, they're a snake straight out of Slytherin. And what do we do with snakes? We disarm them and we defeat them. What's this? An enemy, right? Who is extremely clever, malicious, right? Look at this. Look over your shoulder. Good God, they come with the DNS, darling dears. It's a 2-4. 2 for the price of 1, right? Oh, Jesus. Lord, I'm praying for the big cat. Come on. This is a what? A big cat PSA. Pay attention to this right now, right? Drop down and get your eagle on, right? Because this skullduggerous person is afoot and they're looking for a victim. And remember, they've got a whole relationship. What's that? Bog off? Buy one and get one free. Yeah. Listen, love your hairline, yeah? Raise your hand. I love my hairline and no one will be rapid with it. Today or any other day, there's a D in it. Yes, they want to be rapid. Not today, Satan. The devil's most diligent worker is going to earmark you today if you allow it. Base of the deck. You better make sure that they can't find your heart, darling. They want the key to your heart. The key to your what? Psychological password to put you on the rocks of life. Don't do it, darling. It's Basura. Look! I told you they're a back front neck tabber. Listen. Pay attention, big cat. The cards don't run, the cards don't lie. You have fucking ease, right? Coming in at a hot trot. Make sure that you've got your what? Psychological kung fu, right? You're a black belt in it, darling dear. Don't let no one trick you and take you out your happy space. Because we are leading, right, with the affirmation of it's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice, right? But this person don't care. They're going to use your niceness, right? Make you feel like you're not enough. They're going to kiss you with their coleslaw mouth, right? Good God. God alone knows how they got that coleslaw, right? try and get the key to your heart so they can fucking chuck it in the seas. And when they chuck the key to your heart, they're going to arch their back like this and go, ugh, right? And chuck it straight into hell, right? You better say, not today, Satan, because they're a snake straight out of slithering from the crevice of the devil's balls, right? What's that Slim Jim throat punch? Listen, don't you be careful with the throat punch, right? You might give it to the wrong person. Make sure that Slim Jim, make sure you properly identify who needs to get it. And if you're going to do it, make sure no camera is on it, darling dears, because I haven't denied. It wasn't me. They come into what? Be a back front neck tabber, darling dears. Remember I told you that. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Remember, they are what? Listen to me, big cat. Listen to me. They are raccoons. And what do raccoons like to do? Playing trash. We ain't taking on no raccoons today. We haven't got the hairline for it. Because if you do, shave that bitch right off, mate. They'll give you a reverse fry attack.